Hi, hello, and welcome back to Black of the Berry. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for joining and welcome. And today I'd like to do Quickie with Nickies. First off, I'd like to say, can we just take the time to acknowledge that it is fall? I love fall, favorite season out of the year. I love the colors. I love the chill in the air. I love that Thanksgiving is right around the corner. But I just love the food. So at any rate, on our today's Quickie with Nikki, I'd like to do something basic, simple, fun. I'd like to just do a basic eyeshadow look. And as you can see, my face is already done. The base is already there, done, and we're ready to go. I've already prepped and primed my eyes. So just want to do something simple for those of you that are beginners or even intermediates when it comes to the eyeshadow department. I myself am not the greatest at eyeshadow, so I said, why not get with my beauties and let's try to do a simple fall-ish kind of an eyeshadow look today. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're interested in doing that, keep watching. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, tell somebody that knows somebody else that knows somebody about Black of the Berry. Okay, so let's hop right on into it. Okay, first off, I'd like to say you should definitely start off with some type of primer, or even using a concealer will help, and maybe set the concealer. But for me, I like to use a primer. But especially if you have hooded eyes like I do, it would be best for you to use some type of primer or concealer to prime, something of that nature. And if you're a chocolate, dark skin, fine little beauty like myself, you would definitely need to use a primer. The primer will help to allow the colors to show up more and allow the true pigments to come out more. So that's another good reason to use primer and or some type of concealer prior to applying your eyeshadow. So let's get started. I am going to use the famous Jackie Aina eye palette today, and I'm only going to use maybe 2 colors in this eye palette. I don't want to do anything too complicated because that is out of my realm. I have no idea what I'm doing when you guys start using 3, 4, 5 different shades of eyeshadows. I'm not that great. This is a lot just having me to use 2 shades, so you're gonna get 2 up out of me today. And I want to go for something that's really beginner friendly, really basic and simple, but still cute and fun and flirty and good if you're on the go. So Jackie Aina palette, and I am thinking, since I have on this kind of fall-esque lip color, I'm really thinking about using the shades. I think I'm going to use ginger for sure, because ginger is a good transitional color, and it's very, very good to start off with a good transitional color. And then for my second shade, I think I'm going to go in with Credit. So let's start with the transitional shade first. And I'm just going to put that right in my little kind of crease area. And I'm doing this in my mirror that's in front of me. The transitional shade is going to also help the second shade blend well, and kind of, so there are no sharp edges around that main color that I'm going to use. This is kind of going to help the edges blow out some. And you want to use a nice fluffy kind of blending brush when you're applying the transitional shade. Now that we have the transitional shade on, I'm going to add the next shade, which is Credit, and it's a darker shade. It's kind of gonna go with our lip, but it is like a bit of a darker shade. So I'm almost going for a more vampy-ish kind of a look today. I am going to pack this on to my lid, and then we will blow it out after. Okay, so we've got both of our shades applied. Now I'm just gonna blend. And for all of you that are beginners out there, remember blending. I'm learning now that blending is definitely the key to eyeshadow looks. Blending is like the biggest key to eyeshadow looks, and it's not just blending, but also the tools that you're using, your brushes that you're using, as well as the shadows that you're using. If you're using shadows that aren't as pigmented and you're not prepping and using good primer or concealer prior to, then it's going to be a little challenging for you. And that's pretty much what it looks like now. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of ginger and just kind of go around the edges a little bit and just kind of blend that out a little bit more. And like I said, it's not really doing a whole lot. I just wanted to do something really basic, really fall-ish and simple, but still kind of cute. So that's it for that's it for my eyeshadow. I'm thinking of maybe adding a little inner corner highlight and then maybe a little highlight at the brow bone area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with this color here for our inner corner highlight and for our little highlight for our brow bone area. And we're gonna go with, I'm just gonna call this Soul because I have no idea how to pronounce it. So we're gonna go with Soul. I think I'm gonna use a different type of a brush for my inner corner, but for my brow bone, I will use this brush. So just a little pop, a hint of something, not a lot. And I'm actually feeling a little bit froggy today, so I'm gonna leap and apply some lashes when we're done. Okay, so I think that's it for the shadow. I really don't want to do, like I said before, I really don't want to do too much with the shadow. This is pretty much going to be it for the shadow. And let me get a different brush so that I can apply the inner corner highlight. So I was able to find a little smudge kind of a brush. So I'm going to use this to apply that goldish shimmery color to my inner corner. So what I also just thought about is that I said I was only going to use 2 shades and I ended up using 3 shades. So don't shoot me. Don't. I know I said beginner, but it's still beginner. I promise. It's still beginner. Don't be mad at me. It's still a beginner look. This is very, very, very simple. If I can do this, trust me, you can do this, because I don't do well with eyeshadows. So you've got this. And also, guys, what I think I want to do is I think I want to take that dark shade that I used, the second shade that I used, the dark one, Credit. I want to take that and maybe smudge it along my bottom lash line to just kind of bring the look a little bit more together. So we're just gonna smudge it right along our bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm gonna apply lashes and then I'll show you the finished look. Be back. Final look, guys. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I think that this turned out fairly well. What I will say, lashes are struggling to hold on, but they're on. I did it. Took me a long time, but I did it. And then in the very beginning of the video, I said that I was only going to use 2 eyeshadows, but what did we end up doing? We ended up using 3 eyeshadows. Don't sell yourself short. That's what I would like to tell you guys. Do not, beauties, do not sell yourself short. If I can pull this together, you can pull it together. I promise you. I'd like to say thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell notification that is on either side of one of these. I don't know, one of them. Hit that bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And then lastly, you guessed it, tell somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody else about Blacker the Berry. Thank you guys for joining me. Please be kind to one another and enjoy your night.